and I'm here in New York City heading to the courthouse. Was supposed to be here at 12 for the court to start, but they put it off until 2 o'clock, so I have 2 hours to just maybe go eat and maybe do a little recording for you guys today. But I'm out here in New York City. You can see here that's the building we went to see yesterday. That's building 1 of the World Trade Center, folks. Yesterday I gave you a tour. If you want to see the memorial there, definitely go check it out. Tanya, what's happening? Thanks for locking in with me, Tanya. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, Joe Flores. What's up, Joe? Hey, Joe. I received your message. So maybe we could go to that steak place in Goshen. I'm clear for the next couple of days, especially over the weekend. I really don't have anything to do this weekend. No plans. Tanya, drink lots of water. Thanks for that reminder. I will definitely do that. It's burning up out here today. Instead of wearing a suit, oh man, I have to show you guys. Hold on a second. Today I have on instead of having on just a hot suit. There you go, guys. Woo. All right. So your boy has on a linen jacket today. Not so hot, guys. You know, I have to keep my style when I go to court. But guys, no more standing in line for your boy. So that tells you about me, guys. Now I'm in the main courtroom without having to wait in line. And guess what, guys? You guys check this out. For Luigi Mangione case that's coming up, folks, your boy will be able to get into the courtroom without waiting in line, folks. I'm a bad man, believe that. So that's gonna be so nice. Imagine if I had to build my name, you know, I had to build my reputation. I had to show up every day. Diddy, in fact, recognize, you know, I'm here every day. Everybody recognize me. They're like, this guy means business. And finally, there was a reward that came from you guys. I can't talk about it because what happened, they gave me a hard time getting in the line because, you know, your boy was on social media bragging about being #1. So the big league reporters, they got me. They went after my line sitter and got him kicked out. They claim, now let me tell you how shady they are. Somebody keeps trying to call me. So the big league reporter, she says to me and also the lead guy, she says, oh, his line sitter threatened my life with a text message, right? So you know your boy's an investigator. One thing, Joe Flores, my friend in real life, he'll tell you I'm sort of a guy that's gonna figure things out. We'll be sitting having dinner and I'll be sitting there trying to figure out what the table is made out of, people. That's your boy. Always want to know. So I went and got the text messages from the guy who they claim threatened her life. And I read the text messages. Bro, she straight up lied. And that's what I've seen in Diddy case too. People sitting around, I'm not saying Diddy didn't do bad things, but just like she lied on the line setter that I have, and I had to go to bat for him, that's what I've been seeing in court. These women come in and they're lying. I'm not saying all of the stories lie, but it's been proven in court, folks. That's bad when you have money, when people have money, and even now, you have a man, two men coming forward. So it's not just women. I'm not talking about just women. Now, I'm not saying that they're wrong about Tyler Perry and Fat Joe, but now I'm not going to come out here going off of people's, even their lawsuits. I have to tell you guys what's happening, but I'm not going to make my decision until I'm in the courtroom and I've sat through the whole case. Because I'm starting to see people make up out here on the street, people out here lying on people saying somebody threatened their life when it didn't happen. Or the competitors, right? So you have professional line setting organization here. And so some of the workers, they don't like the homeless guys that are making some money. I mean, they're actually out here all night on the street. So these professionals say, oh yeah, that guy, yeah, he said he's gonna do this to all women in America. Just to get him out, now you don't have competition. Now, I don't want to have anybody around that's doing that type of activity, but I've confirmed 2 cases now, because most time people, they'll make a claim and they don't have a person like me that's gonna go and look at everybody's receipts, and I'm man enough to stand before anybody, I don't care who they are, and I'll confront them about it in a nice way. But I'm not just taking people's word for nonsense. So in this case, I found 2 cases just for standing in line, folks. But anyway, out of this whole situation, now I don't have to come out here and deal with the line anymore, folks. So bravo, shout out to me. I'm so happy about that. I mean, granted, we only have so they're over here bragging about me, folks. They're over here bragging. We got Jacqueline. Say hello to everybody.
Hi, how are you? Hi, everybody.
All right. Tell them what's going down.
Well, it starts today at 1, right? 2 o'clock. So everybody's a little early. The TC Tellers was here. She just made it a little while ago. The Knots on there. Somebody with highlighter sneakers on told me that I look like a something or other. He's from Georgia. You people from Georgia, I love you black people. However, please don't diss the black queen just because you ain't that. All right? Thank you. At least shave your underarms if you're going to be that. At least represent us well. Anyway, other than that, they said the administrative law judge is not letting me back in as of yet. The press class is 3 days, takes the process. Other than that, keep like, subscribe, share to Mr. Mel, Watching the World 777.
All right. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate you. All right. Y'all see what I'm saying? They're saying free puff, folks. That's very common to hear right now. So the line isn't here yet. Most people, oh yeah, there is a line. Okay. Wow, look at here. There is some sort of a line. All right, so we'll go in at 2 o'clock today, guys. And let me check out the comments here. Let me find the shade because it's absolutely burning up out here. They're gonna let us in at 2, but I'm gonna go I didn't even eat yet, so I have to take care of that. I wasn't that hungry this morning. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, quite a bit of people. Okay, so looking good. Thanks, Joe. All right. Killer Manali says, Diddy innocent, man. Quite possible that there may be a hung jury. I think by some form of miracle you might have not guilty, but as again, folks, it's gonna take a miracle. I've been here every day since the beginning, and I'm no fool, folks. Now listen, don't get it twisted by what's going on in the media. Okay, let me talk to you guys. This is not a show, so I'm talking to you. This is who I am. You're getting the form of me and my rare essence. All right. Don't get it twisted. They did not drop that racketeering. They did ease up on the kidnapping and conspiracy for sex trafficking, but let me illustrate. Let me illustrate what the government is doing. Have you guys ever heard the expression "grab a bull by the horn"? All right. So imagine now you have this bull and you're holding it by its horns, right? And so you're starting to slip. What do? You grab it firmer. You readjust your hand so now you got the bull and you can hold his head down. That's what they're doing. The government heard, I think Shapiro, when she was telling them how they're going to, they did a Rule 29 trying to get the, what is it, basically trying to get this case completely thrown out yesterday, right? Okay. In doing that, they basically gave the arguments that they're going to give for closing arguments. So basically, you show your hand. Now, I'm not saying they're the attorneys, I'm not. But right after that, the government listened to them, and overnight they dropped some of the charges. But it's almost like they're getting rid of the fluff so that they can really pin Mr. Combs down. And so, don't be fooled by people just saying, "Oh yeah, this they're trying to get it thrown out." Blah 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 blah. Usually on any case, even on a civil case, at some point the attorney is going to ask for the judge, or yeah, they're going to ask the judge to throw the case out, dismiss the case. That's common to man. That's not some heroic thing that some attorney just thought of yesterday. So, if you're the person on trial, or let's say you have a civil case, and you hear that you think you're going to get a couple million or whatever is going to happen, and you hear that that the other side is asking the judge to dismiss your case, and you had back surgery, neck surgery, all this stuff, that could be very traumatizing to you. Like, they can throw my case out, and they rear-ended me in my car, but no, it's just a technicality, folks. It's not something to be alarmed about. So in this case, when they were trying to throw out the case yesterday, that's all. It's a matter of formality. But they went in there and they told how they're going to argue each point. I sat there and I listened to them. I was in the main courtroom in my little assigned seat. I'm so proud of my assigned seat. I'm gonna see if they let me buy it when I leave here, folks. I might want to take it home. Anyway, so yeah. So now overnight they refined the case. So to me, it's scarier now. Most people are like, "Oh yeah, that's a win for the defense," folks. The prosecutors have 6 women, and they have a message in having 6 women. These people come and talking right by me. You know what I mean? So guys, hold on a second. Everywhere you go, you can't even get a peace of mind. This guy here, he on the phone. He's on the phone giving a lecture to the whole world. Like, you don't have to be that loud, Jack. Okay, so don't get it twisted, guys. Just because they dropped the kidnapping aspect, no, they don't want no problems. They want the jury. Listen, let me tell you what I know. When they get, oh my God. All right, so I'm just finding a quiet, all this area out here, and it's hard to find a quiet spot. The dear brother right here, YouTube shut down his whole platform. But man, now let me tell you about this guy here. In the way. So here's the thing. Hey, how are you? He goes around playing music, right? And I'm not knocking the brother. Maybe you like music. But when he does that, now when you have a YouTube channel, it causes your channel to be struck. So he'll go right there where everybody's filming the family and playing all this music. And so the part where the family comes out and I'm trying to show it to you guys, YouTube is going to cut out that part of the video. So he thinks he's doing a service for mankind, but actually he's screwing up the whole network around here. So anyway, yeah, that brother over there, he was struck down by YouTube. YouTube does not play games when it comes to certain things. So if they catch you out here harassing folks or whatever, then you lose your income. So he's flown all the way out here and probably cost a fortune. I mean, listen, it cost me a fortune. I paid $200 a day for 7 weeks to be number one in line. So you do the math. What's that, like 7 grand? That's not including I catch the train. The train cost me basically 25 each way. Okay, guys. So that's a lot of money I paid. I also buying food. The food here is on average is $20 a meal. So it cost me a fortune to do this. You know, I was about to say unfortunately, but fortunately, it's not a drop in the bucket to me. So, and you know, there's been points in my life when I wouldn't have been able to do this, but I'm gracious, folks, to be in my spot. You know, so I'm using it. And there's no way on earth I would have been able to build my channel and also my network. I have people from Law and Crime, NBC. I've been in talks with Nancy Grace. I'm doing my verdict sheet. I'm a part of Tasha K. So, you know, a lot of people know who Tasha K is. I just was in contact. She reached out, so I'll be on with her for the verdict watch next week. Tasha K put me on the map to where now when I'm walking down the street, as you guys have seen, people recognize me because when I've done lives with Tasha, she breaks it down into like one video. She broke down to probably 6 or 7 videos, and then it just went all over the place. So, you know, I'm grateful for the opportunity. The New York Times wrote an article about me. New York Magazine, they're doing some big write-up on me. So a lot of things are happening. So I'm an investor. So for me to spend 15 grand on this, I'll get it back 100-fold. Believe that. So it was a great investment, folks. I mean, a lot of people won't see it that way, but I'm not a lot of people. And this is just the beginning. I covered Trump's trial, but I wasn't, you know, I didn't understand the system, and I didn't. And also, I was afraid of the pushback because people, even now, right? And I'm just having, this is just a real discussion for anybody that want to hear it. Even now, when I say, oh, I went to Trump trial, a lot of times black people will say, oh my God, he's a Trump supporter. Like, what did I say to make you believe that I was a Trump supporter? Like, people don't have any type of critical thinking type of skills, and so they're quick to label you. Even like when I went on Law and Crime, folks, the lady, Anjanette Levy, she asked me specific questions about one morning of the trial, okay? So I went on there and I answered, and I said, listen, Brian Steele, who represents Diddy, did a great job. He did a spectacular job. And people in the audience went crazy. Oh, he's a Diddy supporter. Oh my God. Like, what did I say to make you think I was a Diddy supporter? You know? So I'm just telling you how it works out here. And I've seen some people since I've been here. It hasn't happened to me, but I saw several people come outside of this courtroom and get attacked by random people that saw what they said online, did not like it, and caught them out here. They caught Myron Gaines, and I'm his courtroom correspondent, just like I do for Tasha K. So I come on and I talk to people about what happened in court. In fact, I'll be on Myron's show today at 5, guys. He has like over 1 million, tons of people. his followers, I can't align. I don't agree. Listen, I'll go on any channel and give. I'm offering a service, right? My job is to come on and articulate what I saw and heard in court. Sometimes I'll do that 4 or 5 times in a night. I'm doing shows back to back, and I don't even post it on the channel because I just don't have. It's just too crazy for me to just wear you guys out with all the videos that I'm doing. But then I come on sometimes at the end of the night and I'll do a show with you guys. So I'm spent out. Then I have to go to bed, get up at 3 o'clock and do the same thing again. Okay? So with Myron, this girl took her clothes off out here. That's on my channel. Go check it out. You know, they were ticked off with him. So imagine if, it's just a matter of time when somebody can catch you with a weapon in their hand. And I've seen that too. That's happened out here. And just Donald Trump, check this out, people. I'm telling you the hard facts. If you need me to prove it, I can for you. That building over there is where I attended Donald Trump's trial, 100 Center Place or something Plaza. Okay? Some guy went in there last week. They didn't even put it in the media. He went into the courthouse and stabbed 2 of the staff. Yeah, that could happen here. And we're out here, like my first night, I was out here on the street all night long. So you just don't know what it takes when you're doing this type of broadcasting. And yesterday, I'm gonna give you another example. Just yesterday, once this ambulance goes by, okay? Just yesterday, there was a big altercation between a guy and a girl out here. And I'll tell you, I don't really care. I think the girl was from TMZ, and some guy was gonna fight her, and they said he had picked up a cone. I don't want to say who the guy was, but he picked up a cone to hit her. Now, where I'm from, you don't do that to women. But the world, the lines are so blurred now that guys will knock a woman out cold and keep on moving. Believe that. And a lot of times those same guys would not hit a guy like me because, I'm not a violent person, but, I'm not going to stand around and see a woman or a child get abused in any way, So if you hear something, it's because, it wasn't because of a man, but, these guys are out of control. And the problem is these stupid YouTube channels that sit around and say, oh yeah, these women. Okay, there are some women that may take advantage or whatever, but you can't just blanket all women the same way. So now it's become dangerous, and if you have a daughter or a sister or wife or whatever, you have to seriously consider, like, how safe are they in this world, because it's out of control. And I always advise them to learn self-defense now, or carry something, because people are out of control, and they don't see a difference. But this whole woke society, they don't see a difference between a woman and man. So they apparently would attack them, and it's just bad. It's just bad. But I see it out here more than anything else. Usually in my personal life, nothing's going on. Except when I come online, I might see something. But now, you can forget about it. These people are out of control. Let's see what's going on here real quick, guys. Yeah. Irrational. Shout out to you. Thanks for liking and locking in with me. Yeah, you got to be careful out here. Shout out to Myron Gaines. Yeah. I'll be on today at 5. Welcome to the clown world. Exactly. All right. Yep, critical thinking, less common. Driving now, congrats. Glad to have you on the case. Yeah, I'll be on. I can't wait to cover Mangione. And again, let me tell you real quick about Mangione, and then I'll have to go, guys. The young generation, I'm telling you what I've heard them say. I'm out here in the thick of it. They're saying that the health care system has killed so many people a day. The kids told me maybe 2,000 people a day die from cancer and not getting the right treatment. So they think it was a holy day when this guy shot, or allegedly him, somebody, killed the CEO of United Healthcare. That's what the younger generation is saying. And it almost blew my mind because I'm like, wait a minute, you guys support this guy because you felt like he did society a justice. Yeah, yeah. You have to know that. So I'm going to cover that case. He has every court appearance. I'll be here for his case. I'm going to cover Fat Joe. I'll fly down to Georgia and cover Tyler Perry. He's worth it. I'm gonna be flying out to Idaho. I'm gonna cover this crazy case with this guy, Brian Koberger, that allegedly took out those four college students. I've been in tune with that case from the beginning. That case gives me the chills because that was insanity. But I'll go out there and I'll cover that case. Yeah, I'll cover cases. I like to cover things that it's backed up by a transcript because I don't want to be out here. Because if you go talk to this random ladies right here and you ask them something about Diddy, there's a good chance that they think it's true, but it's not true. Then I go and report it, and then you guys like, Mel reported that. You know what I'm saying? Like that puts me on a shaky ground. So when I'm in the courtroom, I hear it for myself. Then, if I'm unsure about what I heard, I go look at the transcripts. In this case, I have a lot of the. Well, yeah, I don't want to say that. I don't want to let. Yeah, because I have the court members. They listen to a lot of the marshals. A lot of people follow my channel now, and I don't want trouble. I want to keep bringing, like, for me to be in the courtroom, guys. That means I've been on my best behavior. You can't even have a peppermint in there. You can only have water. You know. So yeah, it took me a lot to get here. I don't want to mess it up. All right, we're at the finish line. I'm about to go get something to eat once I go through. Oh, what did you guys think about my first morning show, guys? Every day I'm gonna have a morning show. Listen, I'm not a big fan of YouTubers. And you know what else? I'm gonna be very honest. I don't really like the big network people here because they feel entitled. They tried to get me kicked out just because I was going. Yeah, I was, folks. I was on there bragging. Y'all saw me. My grandmother told me I needed to chill out sometime. But sometime I'd be on I was on one, right? They said, okay, you number one. We're gonna fix you. hmm But they didn't know by blocking me in one way, it gave me the keys to the kingdom, folks. Your boy is a bad man, and I can make things happen. I have a whole team of attorneys. Yeah, I do. I have 10 attorneys that are guys. I didn't want to tell you guys this, but check this out. Um, I'm going to be bringing on Ben Crump. Yeah, folks. Yeah. Ben Crump, folks. I have a very unique connection with him, but it won't be involving Diddy. It'll be his own case, and I'll just come in. But they want to support your boy. They see your boy out here in the thick of it. You'd be surprised who's learning about watching the world, But yeah, Ben Crump, I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting to have him on and question him about different things. I'm not that big into the civil rights yet, but believe me, when this case is over, I'm going to be on those type of cases. I hadn't even it came after me, so I'm gonna focus on it, folks. That's gonna be huge, right? We have a civil rights, then that might open me up to get more involved because I am a vocal guy and I like to fight. So not go around fighting folks, but if I see something that I think is wrong, that's probably something I need to work on. Always try to fight, and Yeah, and I have the means to do it, so that's a problem. So I try to chill out with it, though. I try not to be too, but I just don't like for people. I don't like the injustices. I don't like abuse, and yeah, that's just how it goes. So let's get to this real quick, guys. Are you gonna cover? Yeah, there you go, Carmelo Anthony. I already have a contact. I've reached out to the family in that case. I don't want to say too much about it, but I do have to. After this case is over, I'm gonna reset, so I won't be going live a lot. I'm gonna have more production videos, so you'll still hear from me every day. I'll go live in the mornings for my morning show, but I may not do any evenings because I like to show the exhibits, and I have, folks, I have it all, and I want to go back and do each day of the trial that I did my notes, and I want to show you guys the exhibits that they showed in court in harmony with the transcripts. So now you guys are going to be able to, it's going to take about 6 months to probably get through this, but I'm going to, as I'm doing the show, and then I'm also going to bring on people that are professional to narrate a lot of what's going on too. So we're going to compete with, who I wanted to compete with. I know it sounds crazy to you guys, but you guys don't really know me to know that if I put my mind to something, believe me, I'll make it happen. I want to come after, not in a bad way, but I want to compete with Don Lemon and Andrew Cuomo. It's going to take a lot because I'm starting from the dirt, but I have the means, so I just have to. I'm coming after. I'm coming for that. That's where I'm shooting for. You know, I like the way they, especially Don Lemon. I like how he has set up. He's consistent every day. Same times when he can't show up, he has somebody there in that slot. And YouTube and these networks, they reward that type of behavior. So that's the level I want to get to. It's going to take some time. But, what I was saying is I'm not a fan of the big networks or a lot of YouTubers. Tasha K is incredible to me. She came after, she gave me an opportunity. Like, who was I? I mean, for her to be so established and then to choose me, like, I'm loyal that way. That's, so nobody wants to talk about Tasha K around me. That's just how it goes. Whenever I reach out to her, she's like, boom, right there. So, and I'm the same way for her. But anyway, here's my point. I would rather take people from my watchers group, people like you that are watching and interested and say, hey, I would love to be a reporter, and we work it out. You start your channel, I bring you on and I'll show you, like especially some of my moderators, I can tell that they're heavy hitters. And those are the people I want to use for this channel. And then the more people step up, I can focus on, more production because I'm good in production, and I can focus on traveling and what I plan on doing. So yeah, if you have talent, folks, here's your opportunity. But I'm about to be out. Let me go through the comments. Let's see here. Stay independent as possible. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm here for. Okay, Mashona, listen, let's go. All right. You don't have to say it twice. Email me, um, and let's rock and roll. Okay, are you gonna cover Brian Koberger? Yeah, I just went over. I'm flying out for Brian Koberger, but that case, I couldn't sit in there like I sat through this case. This case took a toll on me because I'm like, freak offs. I never even knew a guy would want to see another man. That's disgusting to me. Like, you sharing all your body fluids with another man on a woman. It's like, what's going on? I mean, so I was in here about to pass out. They probably had to take me out in the stretcher when I started hearing about 4 guys in one night. And it's just not where I'm from, folks. It's not, I don't have that type of learned behavior. You could call it a cornball, you could call it what you want, but I call it being clean, and I'm a germ freak, so I don't want no guy. I don't even shake hands because you know what, guys? Not to be weird or anything, but I noticed in my lifetime when I go to the bathroom and I'm washing my hands, most men never wash their hands. Yo, listen, I don't shake hands no more. Don't I don't even want to fist bump. Like working in restaurants, eating in restaurants, it's very rare that a man washes his hands leaving the bathroom. You know, there's a reason why they put those signs up in the bathroom saying wash your hand because I guess we're like coyotes or something. You know what I'm saying? Like who raised you guys? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why Kevin Samuels to me was the realest to do it. You know, because well, no, I won't say it. I don't agree with all the yeah. So, but anyway, I think a lot of his methods and his thought processes could be used in the world today. So anyway, yeah. So that's I didn't want to gross you guys out, but today you guys want to have a real talk with me. So this is what you would get. You know, when I come on in that suit and the hat and I be in the lights on, you're gonna get telling you about a case. But right now, you're gonna get a guy that might tell you anything, but it's gonna be the truth, and it may not be what you want to hear. But I don't really care. You know, that's why I stay independent. It took me a long time to get where I'm at, folks. I've been here 7 weeks, and I don't have to worry about paying bills or anything, folks. Like I'm on a whole different level. So think about that. So why would I go and work for a station? Are you got to be out of your cotton picking mind if you think I'm gonna go work for anybody. Those days are over for me. I invest in the market. I show people how they win. If you want to win, just say Mel, do a show on credit repair. Mel, do a show, but you guys have to show up. I don't want to be doing these shows and I do investing and I show you where to put your money, folks. Like I made people so much money in the stock market, but then I see other channels, not myself. They'll do a financial well, most of those guys are pretty dumb anyway, but they do. I told you guys to get the real me. You know, you get the. I'm just talking today. So, yeah, they do those little corny shows. They're not giving you the meat. But the other day I did a show. I showed you how to repair your credit. I mean, I gave you guys free game that you can't get. That comes from years of being in the finance world and winning. So that's it. I have my one of my best friends, Joe Flourish, that's also a moderator. He's a big time real estate guy. So he wants to come on and do real estate. He can show you how to flip houses. I mean, to be honest with you, the kind of conversations Joe and I have, it's on the level of the big high rises you see around here. So we have real deals in real life, and yeah, we're real people. So um, it's nice to have Joe. That tells you a lot that I have a person that know me in real life that's willing to come on here and moderate. And he's on top of his game, folks. He's a really good guy. And you know what? I hate to say it, but I'm being. You guys want to get the real me. I know Joe ain't gonna care. He don't care. But Joe is a white guy, you know. So anybody, because sometimes I talk about race issues, don't get it twisted. And most of my moderators, I think there's a nice blend. Cindy is out of Italy, so I have a lot of great sisters on too. So yeah, this is just a real chat, folks. Real chat. But we gotta change things because there's some real problems in this world. A lot of it stem from religion, folks. I know that I'm gonna lose probably half my audience, so this is where you might want to check out. But think about it. All these wars that we're having is because it at the core of it is because this guy is he's Islam, and the next guy is a Christian, and the next guy is a Hindu. So they all have this. They're all still fighting over land. I'm in the Bible scholarship program, so if you want to challenge me, then God bless you. Come on, bring it on. But let me tell you something. When you go through the Hebrew scriptures, it was all about land, the promised land, folks. God wanted you to have your promised land. That's what it boils down to. So now we have people. Guess what they're fighting over? They're fighting over land. All these years later, and on one note, you get this whole theory about we need to love each other. Until you don't worship my God, then I can kill you. You don't see the problem in that, That's what these people are dying over. It's just like the gangs, right? The Bloods and the Crips. But they use a God to do it. Now, I'm not questioning your God or whatever, but I'm just saying a lot of the problems that we have is stemming from, and sometimes like with the religion I used to be a part of, that's how you would greet people. Oh, you're a part of my religion? Oh, okay, I can talk to you. Oh, you're not? Oh, you're from the devil. So that's how I'm gonna introduce myself. Like, folks, we have to find a better way. And a lot of our thinking. That's why I'm saying, if you look at the young generation, they're changing the game. They're not believing. I'm telling you right now, these kids, the fact that they support Mangione, that tells you that they're free thinkers, and it's interesting to see what's going to happen when it comes to these real big social issues. So anyway, I'm about to check out, people. It's been a real conversation. I'm okay, Mashona. All you have to do is email me and be ready when I call you. I always tell people, and this is how I look at my life. When the ship is ready to unload, right? You have to be ready, 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 ready for the dock, right? If you're not ready, you might miss on an opportunity, right? Like when Tasha K came for me, I was ready. I was like, yeah, let's go. When she called me now, it's not about, oh, I need to get ready. I'll stop what I'm doing out here. I'll pull out my microphone and I'll come on Tasha K's show in a heartbeat. You hear me? She did not have to, I mean, I could get there, believe me. I have full confidence in myself, right? But she put the wind behind me now to where it almost validated, that's just how it works. But imagine if I was shy or I just said, well, well, I don't know yet. You see what I'm saying? You guys wouldn't even know about me, you know what I mean? That's a real fact. So today when she hit me up and says, hey, I need you to do this and this, I'm like, I'm already there. Let's go. Turn it up. Your boy's in the building, and then she can go on and do what she do. She's on a much bigger level, right? But when she called for me, or whatever the next case is going to be, we have a long-lasting relationship. So, it is what it is. But what I was saying is, you have to be ready for the opportunity. So now we have Mashona that's in the audience saying she's ready to roll. So if she's ready to roll, think about it. She'll come up every 5-10 minutes that she take the air. You guys are still getting great content. I'm still involved, but then I can get to another level. It's just like finances, right? I'm always going to the next level. I don't want to be, if I'm a millionaire, I want to be a billionaire. That's just the name of the game. Until I'm out of here, until I sign off, and then it's my child's time to shine. Or well, I'm a pretty determined guy, so my seed is. Whew, I don't want to talk about my seed, Lord, but oh Lord, help me, please. I have to deal with myself now in life, and somebody much more uh, talented than me. So, oh God, bless us all. Help me, folks. Nah, but it's all right. But that's what I want. Because my days are limited, just like all of us are. But it's all about the next generation. And that's why when I see people say, oh yeah, I'm not going to leave my kids anything, that you guys got to be out of your mind. That's the only way you really truly live forever, is when you pass on to the next generation. Anything other than that, when you close your eyes, it's a hope and a prayer, believe that. I haven't seen one person come back and explain to us, yeah, I went here and I saw this and that. It just doesn't happen, folks. So, but I will tell you, my mother died from cancer, and she left me, and bless her heart. And I'm gonna leave behind mine at some point. But I want to make sure the next generations, they don't have to struggle like I did. I don't work for anybody, folks. And you guys gonna get. Mashona is definitely gonna be there. I'll make a pledge to that because she came in out the gate ready to go. So let's just go. So yeah, if you're interested, I would definitely like to have you guys come on. And if you're really serious about it, we can produce great content because there's so many cases. I need a really good sports guy, and I have one in mind. He knows sports like the back of his hand. I'm not really a big sports guy though, but it is what it is, folks. Let's see what else we got here real quick. Okay, Black Moon, shout out to you. Okay, Millicent says clown. I don't know what's going on there. God bless you, brother, and all the people in the struggle today with the wicked system of the white man. Okay, irrational. That is human nature, sir. We'll still, yep, travelistic. Right on. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Cassandra, congratulations. That's made. Thank you, Cassandra. Appreciate you. All right. Irrational says I am a white Mexican. All right. Dangerous 11 says God bless Diddy. He brought me here, but I will stay now to get your financial tips. And the brother Sean G inspired me things. Yeah, I've been on Sean G's channel many times. Sean G is an awesome brother. He's had me on his channel. I was on his channel this week, in fact. Mashana, I know you're there. Mashana, I see how you're moving. Um, okay, Scorpion Queen B says you can even charge a fee. You have to elaborate. You can email me if you want to break it down. Yeah, looking for talent, good people to rock with, and also you have to be able to try to build your own channel too. This is all about growth. Yeah, Diane, people are dirty. Okay, so Scorpion Queen, please do a show on investing. Okay, just tell me exactly what you want to know about, and I will do a show about it. Right, Diane says, I don't want anybody touching me. I'm telling you, we need to stick with the COVID rules and not have people touching you at all because people are not washing their hands, folks, and they want to, every time they see you, they want to touch your hand and no telling what they've been doing. Maybe they was just in a freak off, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want somebody touching you that just came out of a freak off? Ain't no way in heavens. Let's see. Michonne, a lot of women don't wash their hands either. Oh, don't tell me that. Now you're gonna break my heart. Shaking hands is one of the nastiest things to do. I don't even think people realize that. That's what we need to do a show on because I'm telling you right now, when you be getting sick, it's probably because you're out here shaking folks' hands and then you forget to wash your hands and they've had those fingers in some mysterious places. All right, irrational. That's nasty. James Mullen says, clean, upright, and God-fearing. All right, I hear you, brother. Thanks for liking, sharing, and subscribing, folks. We're making progress, Mashona. Yes, I'll be in touch. I like the no-nonsense, honest reporting and integrity. No drama, right on. All right, irrational. Stay independent as possible. Never compromise. Never. Are you going to cover the Brian? Yes, Brian Koberger. I appreciate the unfiltered facts. All right. Missy Motormouth. I'm right here by Frisco, Texas. I will be at the trial. Okay, great. I'll be there too. I'm pretty sure I'll stand out with my suit and hat, so just remind me of this conversation. All right. Irrational. Let's go. That would be a big case. Yeah, it's going to be a big case. I'll be there. Are you going to cover Carmelo? Yeah, definitely in on that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. There is something I noticed about R. Kelly's case, folks, now. And I can't get into what he did and all that. He did some terrible things. But I do think that he got way too much time based on what I'm learning about this case. So it's not my opinion. I'm just telling you that there's a way, I think, for R. Kelly, if he had the right money and the right attorney, he would be out. Because it was revealed in this case some shaky ground that technically, based on what I heard yesterday, R. Kelly shouldn't be having a RICO. And, sometimes I don't want to say too much about the government, but I keep telling you guys, it's almost like gambling, and you go to the casino, you playing against the house. And so if you start winning too much, they go change a rule. They say, hold on right now. They go change a rule. Now you're $1 million up. You don't qualify anymore, you know? So that's what I've been seeing. Okay, all right. I'm glad you made it happen. So happy for you. Excited. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love the morning show. Thank you, Angela. Shout out to you, Angela. Angela, can you go write that under the morning show? That would give me a little bit of more. I would feel really good about that. Angela, if you're still here, if you could go write that under the morning show. Okay, okay, okay. Make your days count. Your live is freezing. Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't know that the live was freezing. It's probably the internet around here. Okay, yeah. Cloud chasing gone wild at the Diddy trial. Oh, it's out of control. And I hear people, they just making stuff up. Like, that would bother me, though. I'm like, I just sat in the main courtroom. Where are you? Yeah. Diddy, Diddy did a lot of bad stuff. Don't get it twisted. But everybody should be charged appropriately. And, you know, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but with that RICO, you lose your assets. So if you're a billionaire, you might say goodbye to most of that billion and your properties. And on top of that, your attorneys and everything else you got to pay for. And then in his case, he has what? Over 100 cases against him and all of that. Can you imagine that, folks? I don't see how you could survive that type of storm. There was something that came up in court, and then I'll go. But there was an exchange of text messages with Diddy and Jane Doe. And what would happen with Jane, right? It seems like, and I'm giving you guys what I assess it as. They had a love contract to where she probably allegedly agreed to do freak offs in exchange for money. Okay? That's what I felt like. It was something like that going on. Because what would happen is they would have this freak off, and right after that, they showed the text message where she was like, oh, I need my money. I need my money. And then Diddy's like, okay, baby girl, I'm going to get you that $15,000. And then on a side note, Christina Courtroom would be the one who's running the company, sending the money for the freak off. Whoa. See what I'm saying? So if you think about that gets that's a real big problem, folks. Evidently there's a fight going on here right now. Oh my God. All right, guys. So anyway, sorry I got distracted, but I don't know what this guy's upset about, but I don't want to catch no flying bullets, so I'm gonna move on I'm in front on the side of the courthouse. What is going on? Sorry, folks. That's it for today. I'm sorry. But again, I just told you about the drama. And,
Your right leg.
all right, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I'll continue this in a better situation. Plus, I probably drained a lot of battery. But anyway, for the individuals that are interested, oh, we got a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Who is this here? Oh, okay, Sakina Ra, thank you. Sakina Ra is my first member. Isn't that amazing? Now, Sakina knows she knows me from a different place. We both are on Sanetta's channel, where we do a lot of debates and talking about the Bible. So Sakina knows me on a different level. Thank you, Sakina. I can't wait to get back to that world of debating and the Bible and all this type of stuff too. So I wear a couple of different hats. But shout out to you, Sakina. You won't be disappointed. All right. Okay. All right, Mashana. Very good. Okay, guys, I'm out. I'll catch you later. Have a great day. I'll be back on later today. All right.